Here we go, hit it, tuts.
So I wrote Jerry Springer, the opera. I had the idea, it was like a eureka moment one day. I used to watch the Jerry Springer show, this is years ago now, and it was generally a phenomenon. It was a cultural phenomenon when the Jerry Springer show came out in England, and people had never seen anything like it, and people were sort of terrified. This is the end of culture, this is the end of television. And I then decided I wanted to write an opera/musical theatre show.
The show is outrageous. When I first saw it in the West End, my mouth dropped open. I could not believe the lyrics they were singing. We have 3 weeks and then we're on. It's only on for 6 or 7 nights. It's a very exclusive event. So we're on this roller coaster. The ensemble are in there having notes thrown at them.
Okay, so here we go, same again. I'm just going to fix one thing, ladies. Just do this last verse. Jerry, go, Jerry.
So we're at that part in rehearsal where we're up on the floor trying things. We've got permission to fail in the rehearsal room, which is always a wonderful thing.
So, please welcome my first guest with a guilty secret, Dwight. Welcome to the show, Dwight.
Hey, Jerry, what's up?
I wanted to have the characters to have dignity, and so there was a sort of, I wanted to bring a sort of compassion and tolerance to the piece.
Ursula's playing a character who's just been through the ringer on the show and has realised that her fiancé is not at all who she thinks he is. It's a really innovative, out there piece of art that pushes the boundaries out, and it's, of course it's a comic burlesque and it's wonderfully entertaining and mad, but what I'm fascinated in as the director is the deeper layers, and it has quite a dark underbelly and a very observant one.
I love my role in the show. Chantal is a bit of a sad character in a way, I think, because she's desperate to be loved by her gorgeous husband Chucky, who's a bit of a redneck. And I've come on the Jerry Springer show to tell my husband Chucky that I want to be a pole dancer, and I think he's really going to like it. My number in the show, I mean, it is one of the most beautiful numbers in the show, I think. Maybe I'm biased, I don't know. But when I was in London, we recorded a pop version of I Just Wanna Dance, and it became a massive gay anthem. And, incredible to come home in February. The Opera House brought me home to perform the song at Mardi Gras in front of 10,000 people, and to hear 10,000 people singing I Just Wanna Dance was awesome.
From my point of view, it's been sensational because I've had the opportunity to be in a wonderful space next door, listening to the most phenomenal singers that I've ever heard in close proximity, singing a very complicated and delicious musical score.
I play 2 different characters in the show. All of Act 1, I play the warm-up man. And so I am the person who is getting the audience to the level of craziness that you see on television. The people who are screaming and yelling and being abusive and want to fight and want to see a fight and all of those things. It's my job to rev the audience up to that level. In Act 2, I come back as Satan because Act 2 takes place in hell. And so we have a final confrontation between Jerry, Satan, and a lot of other religious iconic figures.
Actually, seeing it all come together with this cast has been just such a huge buzz and so funny and so moving, to an extent that I totally didn't expect.
Kate Miller-Heidke plays Baby Jane. Baby Jane is into fetishes, and Baby Jane's fetish is that she likes to be smacked on the bottom quite a bit and gets her sexual rocks off when she's smacked on the bottom. The harder the better. Get the picture?
I think people who love Jerry Springer will love the show. People who will hate Jerry Springer will love the show as well, but for different reasons. I think the show isn't necessarily about Jerry Springer. It's probably more about where we are presently as a society. To have that on my resume, I performed Jerry Springer in the opera theatre, not the opera theatre, the concert hall of the Sydney Opera House. I think that's, that's pretty good. I'm pretty proud of that. But also I love that clash of Jerry Springer in the concert hall of the Opera House. Both ends of the spectrum. I love that.
We did Carnegie Hall, which is iconic, and now you've got the Sydney Opera House, which is ridiculous. I mean, where do you go from here? It's the Taj Mahal next, I think. I mean, what do you do next? I have no idea.